Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, um, wherever you are joining us in the world. First of all, I'm very pleased and honored to be present with you today at this first edition of IEEE Smart Cities Week. I would like to thank you for joining me in this quick presentation, which will be about our objectives from organizing this event. And also, I will speak shortly about what is the IEEE Smart City Ambassador Program. But maybe the first thing, let me start by saying a few words about my own background. Um, so my name is Adnane DALHI. I'm an ERP technical leader, working as a senior Microsoft Dynamics 365 for finance and operations consultant, working with the Agile company. We are based in France. In parallel of this, in parallel of my job as a consultant, I prepared my PhD on big data management and smart cities application project in collaboration with Lastimi Laboratory from the highest school of technology from Morocco. And recently I have been nominated as an IEEE Smart City Ambassador, which is a program created in 2021 to increase the IEEE Smart Cities presence worldwide and foster discussion about this topic, with a much broader audience. The goal here, of course, is to build up the ambassador skills by organizing events for the first edition of IEEE Smart Cities Week 2022. And this is from the first side. And also in another side is to create a community of volunteers and experts focused on smart cities and interested in collaborating and disseminating IEEE Smart Cities community and its initiatives. Additionally, through this program of ambassadors, they will have the opportunity to improve their leadership, to work more on smart city subjects, increase their network, organizing international events. But the most important fact here is creating a connection with smart city leaders and opening dialogue with the smart city local governments or local municipalities leaders. So in this context, that why we are organizing this first edition. During this event, we are so pleased to have joining us two of the international smart city experts. We have started the program by an amazing presentation of Professor Jonathan. And just after a few minutes, we will all meet back at 10:30 a.m. with Professor Lukamura from UK, which will tell us more about on the smart city transition, on the governance of smart city transition and smart city challenges. So why we are organizing this event? Maybe, as you know, the use of ICT tools starts playing a major role in managing traditional city services like water, electricity, public facilities, buildings, etc. We can see that technology is fully integrated with traditional city services to contribute to sustainable growth, improve the quality of citizens' life, the economic development and tourist attractiveness of communities. So in this exponential context of the use of technologies and ICT integration as a fundamental foundation for smart city, when cities actually must develop a new vision with a clear roadmap to adopt a new cultural and technological shift, but also to develop a broad conception about how adopt of these technological solutions or tools, and having the right framework, how it can really help local governments and municipalities to handle the anticipated future city challenges. So this is from a part. Another part with the emergence of data management tools, for example, and social technologies that facilitated the interaction or the social interaction between citizens and communities, we can say that a new vision of government communication has been activated. A vision based on direct bilateral exchange between local administration and citizens without any technical usage limitation. And within this context, I think cities today are invited to develop new management patterns based on the intersection of these main components to improve relations with citizens, promoting tourism, local culture, or developing the economic attractiveness and activity of business or traders in the city, based on a broader understanding of delivering and rating new or existing local services via engaging citizens in a top-bottom participative approach. So, in this context that we are organizing this event today, which will be for sure the first step to realize two main objectives. So let me start by the first one. Through this event, we aim in collaboration with the Smart City community to promote the Smart City concept through Smart Cities Week events, for example, to present technologies and applications, to start sharing experience and views with current and future smart city solutions. We are organizing multiple events that aims to integrate local stakeholders. So this is the first goal. The second goal is to develop a local smart city cluster project by including main stakeholders or local stakeholders like local governments or municipalities. Today, the topic of smart cities is commonly framed by technologies. When we talk always about smart city, we think directly about technology and how we can integrate this technology. But what is often overlooked is the importance of how people work together to implement those digital solutions or applications. And in my opinion, I think one of the most critical factors in creating a smarter community is having the right people in place. And for me, I believe that the most successful smart city projects require the participation from diverse set of stakeholders that can be government, academia, or other stakeholders to work under one vision and the one goal is to create a representative team, a core team that we will work on smart city project. So for me, I think, in my opinion, there is four main components that we have to take into consideration. Let me start by the first one, which is government. Normally, most smart city efforts are local, and the city is the key player in the smart city project. However, it is ideal to have inputs from both local municipalities and state government, or in some cases, we can have quasi-governmental agencies such as an economic development council. I think in French it's the Conseil de développement économique de la ville. So it's highly important to have this kind of legal network. And also, in my opinion, I think smart city is the result of the effort of many stakeholders. They have to work together in partnerships of different shape and form. And smart cities require a government that is able to combine several vital roles to be is playing a strategist role and strategist and advocate role to set out a clear direction for the city. For example, it can give us or give to other stakeholders a connector or can be a protector to their vision, to be also a solution enabler to build ecosystems by gathering parties that normally do not work together to deliver creative new solutions that neither or of the parties could have realized on its own. So for me, the government is highly important, and it's the key player or the social or the foundation of this on the smart city project formula. The second component, which is industry or industry, entrepreneurs, and startups. From global corporations to local companies, here we talk about the private sector, the power of private sector. And I think the private sector has so much to offer in the realm of smart cities, including advanced technologies, research and development. The private sector can give us access to global network and of course to the capital, which is highly important in this kind of project. So it is highly important to have this integrity-based industry involvement, and this can only result when there is an open dialogue between government, local municipalities, and industry or the private sector in general. The third or the most important element is academia. As Professor Jonathan mentioned, today cities are in continuous development, but also technology. And here we have to take into consideration an important actor, which is communication. Communication can play a major role between these two actors, citizens and local administrations. But also there is another important fact, which is, for example, United Nations estimated an increase of 10 billion people 10 billion people by 2050, with an urbanization rate of major issues for local authorities to accompany this this challenge with intelligent solutions designed to facilitate the citizens' life. So it is in this sense that we are invited as an academic partners, as a PhD researcher, to be part of the future. We are invited to be a driving force, a task force with international organizations, technological actors, and smart city experts to create this local network that will aim to partner with our cities, with local communities, to offer a credible technical support and a structured framework, and also to create a community which can share best practices, rising awareness of the many different approach to become a smart city. But also more than this is to develop strategic partnerships with local municipalities and then start working on a clear smart city strategy project. So let me just share with you the official IEEE Smart City promotion video. Perfect. So I'm just in love with this video with the rhythmic music. So just to remember that Smart Cities Week, it's a worldwide event series on different regions with more than 30 technical events and webinars are happening at the same time. So don't hesitate to follow their activities through the official IEEE Smart City website. You can find a list of all events happening now from all over the world. Just after a few minutes, we will meet back at 10:30 a.m. CET time with Professor Lukamura from the United Kingdom, which will tell us more about all the smart city transition and smart city challenges. And finally, I would like to thank you. So don't hesitate to follow us on different social media networks. I would like to see you. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.